Today's Tuesday, it's the 30th of January and 2024, and yeah, the January's coming to the end. It's still sunny, still quite pleasant. The temperatures are still in the high teens. We're on our terrace at 10 o'clock this morning and it was about 15, I think, was it? Yeah. So it's probably going to get up to about 18 or 19 degrees today, which is really pleasant for January, and gives us a lovely opportunity to get out, and well, the sun's just really started to come through now. There were a few clouds about, but it looks as though we're going to have a sunny day. So we're in Santa Ponsa today, and we haven't been here since before Christmas, I think. We were in Santa Ponsa when Serena was here, and we were with Luna and Savannah playing on the beach just over here. We did come down, I think, just to have a look at the distant at the hotel. We've got some friends who are going to be staying at the hotel right on the tip over there, so we came to have a look around there. But, well, it's a lovely day for us to have a little walk around.
Video for Debbie and
Anita's going to make her own little video now. They've still got all of the barriers up here. These are just to prevent the sand blowing away too much during the winter storms that we sometimes have, and I think they actually do quite a good job. But we'll notice them on this beach and on some of the others. We never see them in Palma Nova or Magaluf. They must have a different sort of wind pattern that doesn't really bother them too much. It is quite an enclosed area. If you look over there, it's totally enclosed. We've got the big cliffs over that side and the port on this side. So it's only really if the wind was coming through here we would get heavy waves. Santa Ponsa really isn't so well known for that. Just while Anita's doing hers, on the left here, so there's one boat I can see. There is the cross, and that's how it's known. It's known as the cross. That's marking the point at which Jaime came aboard, came off his boats when he took Mallorca from the Moors, and every, well, August, September, beginning of September, they have a Moors and Christian celebration fight. Lots of things going on, and that's where it all starts, really. Just beyond that, and a lot of people who come to Santa Ponsa forget about or don't know about, is the port of Santa Ponsa, which somewhere which we've never really been. I think, well, once or twice. Perhaps somewhere we need to go and have a little look. And just up the road that goes up there, there's lots of bars and restaurants, and some of them got really good views over the sea. So it's like a different side of Santa Ponsa. When we go for a walk, we usually go along a walkway which goes along the coast there, and then up to the square. The square's absolutely dead at the moment, and not going to find much going on there. So we're just going to have a little walk along the front here by the beach and see what's going on. I think Anita's finished doing her video now. Just adjusting my trousers. Thank you, dear. This is a nice little promenade here. In March we'll be having the St. Patrick's Day down here. I will come and have a look at that, but usually that has lots of stalls all along the front here and a little bit of a party atmosphere. So hopefully we'll get to see that, and the weather usually starts to change then and get better, but we're enjoying such good weather at the moment. Got our eldest daughter coming out next month, and hoping the weather stays like this for her, and we can get down onto the beach and different places, see some different places. Do get some wind here, and just looking over there I can see a tree that's fallen over. In fact, not just one tree, there's a couple of trees.
Pigeons there.
One of them looks more recent than others though. Lots of pigeons.
There used to be, what were the little trees? Cockatoos, were they?
Yeah,
and they were in the trees in Malaga, weren't they?
Yeah, when it was in Fuengirola, a lot of the palm trees had got these beautifully coloured birds, which were making a not particularly pleasant noise, were they? It was more of a
squawking.
Squawking, was it? A screechy squawk. Well, we used to have lots of those here in Santa Ponsa. They disappeared.
They migrated to Malaga.
Did they? Certainly disappeared from Santa Ponsa many years ago now. They were actually quite a sight, but they were very noisy. Might be able to hear the knocking. There's signs of work that's going on. Just looking across the road over there, we might get a bit closer to it later on, but scaffolding up and serious work going on here, just as it is in most of the resorts now. You'll find all the winter work going on. And it's interesting when we do these walks just to keep a little bit of a log of it, so we've got a note of when things were happening. I do try to date all of the videos, so if you want to look up what was going on any particular month of any particular year that we've been making videos, you can just do a search in YouTube and just say Palma Nova May, and that will give you all the videos that we've made in Palma Nova in May of this year and any other year. Oh dear, looks like something's been going on here. Got a smashed window. Something you very rarely see is vandalism here, so that's a little bit surprising that that should have happened. There's really no
break in
need.
there for, is there?
Well, no, there's nothing is going to be stored in there at all. So can't imagine why anyone would want to do something like that. It's a big hole, and I'm guessing somebody made the hole and did actually go in. We've just been to the tip. The recycle centre, I think they call it. No, it's not the tip, it's the recycle centre.
And we didn't meet Sarah there yet.
No, in fact, we've been a couple of times this week, and absolutely no one else there really. We were the only people depositing things, so I don't know if it's the time of the day or whatever. So yeah, lots of noise, people working. See the scaffolding over there, and then people working on their locales, their shops. Not much in the way of hotels here that are open. I'm just looking this morning at when hotels are opening, and in the Palma Nova area they actually start in February. A couple of the Baleares hotels that open in February. So once the hotels start to open, the bars and the businesses will start to open, so life will be rebreathed into the towns. We're just looking up at the trees, and this is just pointing out that we've got some nests here. These are nests with the processionary caterpillars. We've not actually seen any ourselves. I've not seen any. Have you seen any yet?
Nests?
No, the caterpillars.
Right above your head.
Yeah, there's one there. Right up there. And well, what happens with those is the caterpillars will eventually come out. They'll crawl down the trees, and the trees in long lines, and these lines can be meters long, and they eventually turn into moths. But in the caterpillar stage, they've got these hairs which are really nasty and particularly dangerous to animals, dogs in particular, and to humans as well. And even if you haven't got allergies to them, they can be quite nasty things and leave you with a nasty rash. And people with allergies to them can end up in hospital. Dogs, though, they might eat them, and that's even worse. Here's the riverbed that doesn't have much water in it. But we've got some ducks down there who are just sunbathing. Just looking across the road, there's McDonald's. And I did see some questions actually asking what's happening to McDonald's and the place behind McDonald's, and there seemed to be a suggestion that there's a hotel going to be there, but nothing much going on at the moment. Well, nothing going on there, but there is here, look. All of this side is being worked on. All the shops and on this side, a lot of work going on here. This is new, this wasn't here before Christmas when we came down. At least I didn't notice it. So all along here is completely closed up, and a lot of people doing very manual work. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. I'll have to come down in a week or two's time. A little bit more progress has been made. Looks as though they're gutting everything and doing some rebuilding. There's already cement bags built on the side there, so it looks as though they are actually going to do some building work. We usually go down there to park the cars, and just behind all of this is quite a big car park. It's free, it's a municipal car park, no charge. We parked at the one behind the watering hole today. Watering hole somewhere else, we might see some changes this year. There's Burger King. There's a pharmacy here. Can't see a temperature though. Just down the road there, it goes down towards the sports stadium on the right hand side. There's lots of sports facilities, eventually the church, post office, and the clinic, the National Health Clinic, and it's where they have the market. I can't remember what day the market's on. It's on a Saturday, is it? That's where we would normally have a wander. Go down there, walk by the sea. Today we're just going to walk up here. We're going to have a coffee, hopefully. Just at the top of here, there should be somewhere open. We usually go to the Acapulco bar, it's just convenient. Quite often, well, when we have the St. Patrick's Day, this is where we'll come, and usually go to the bar there, and the stage is usually somewhere around here. So we'll have to have a look to see what's going on. There's a lot of work going on there at Zanzibar. And well, it looks as though our place is open and looking busy, so hope we can find a table. It's the Acapulco. Well, we managed to stop off at the Acapulco and got our coffee, and we just noticed on the TV there that it's the King of Spain, King Felipe VI. It's his birthday, 56. Happy birthday, King. Well, we're going to enjoy our coffee, so cheers everyone. See you in a bit. We film everywhere.
Well, say hello to the lovely ladies from Wendy's gym.
All right, nice to meet you all.
Yeah, lovely.
Did you record that then?
Yes, video you. You'll be on tomorrow.
We'll have a few new memberships there.
Yeah, we need members. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. That was the Acapulco bar here in Santa Ponsa, and the lovely ladies there. Quite happy to be on the video.
From Wendy's gym.
Wendy's gym. So just see the work continuing there. We're not going to walk up to the square because Anita's got an appointment in the next half hour.
Nails.
You never guess, yeah, nails again. A nice view of the beach here. The sun shining.
Well, I'm sure some of you know that I really like reading, and if I've got a spare moment I'll have my nose in a book in the kitchen or outside. And I've just started a nice book which I'm reading. Well, I wouldn't call it nice, but a good book, called The Escape by Ruth Kelly. And it's actually about somebody like us. Well, not quite, I hope not. It's about a vlogger, and she goes to live in a chateau in France, and strange things start to happen, but she does lots of videos and posts them. So, good book to recommend to you. Won't tell you what happens.
Maybe I should read that one then. Get some tips on vlogging.
I wonder what they're going to do with all that. They're going to put it all into one thing.
I don't know. They're not knocking it down, so
Maybe it was all just rented by one person.
Yeah, I think these sorts of places, they're owned by someone and they just rent off each of the locales. Just caught my eye. There's like a radar speed. It's not a camera. It's just tells you what speed you're travelling at. And I read in the paper that there's going to be more radar speed traps on the island. It's a relatively new thing in Mallorca. There's not been a lot of them, but they seem to be spreading very, very quickly. I think the government's seen it as a bit of a cash cow. They can actually get money out of people. Well, they're not marked in the same way that they are in the UK anyway. In the UK they sort of got these yellow and black stripes, so it's very obvious that you've got some of they're yellow. So they stand out. Here they're little grey boxes which could be anything really, and they're not obvious at all, though there are signs which say, like the one I've just shown you, show that there is a radar trap. But there's another type of, well, they refer to it as a radar camera, but it's not, but does detect your speed. And these are not designed or shown, they're just hidden, and quite well hidden. And they appear particularly on the motorways, behind the big signs, the big gantries that go over the motorway. You'll find that there are a series of cameras, and these cameras are pointing down to the road, and they take photographs of the cars as they go past. And a little bit further down the road they'll take another photograph, and they'll just measure how quickly you went from one photograph to the other photograph, and get your average speed. So they're quite well known in the UK as average speed cameras, but here they're referring to them as something else. It's not really radar, but they are measuring your speed. It's all done by computer, and so the computer reads your license plate, and if over that particular stretch you've exceeded the average speed that's allowed, then expect a fine in the post, or not in the post as the case may be, because the company that was delivering them threw thousands, literally thousands of them away. And they're not going to tell you which ones were thrown away. I mean, that's really bizarre at the moment. It's still going through courts, and we don't have a very good decision on it. Some work going on there. People parked on the pavement here. I don't think they're supposed to do that. Police are moving them on. This is the Calvia tourist office for Santa Ponsa, and that's open, and it's a place where you can get all sorts of information. And for residents, it's where you can go and get your certificates to say that you live in the municipality. That's how we get our 75% discount to go to the mainland. So I'm a bit closer now to the work that's going on here. You can see completely gutted again. And
That's a hotel?
I'm assuming it is. I don't know which hotel it is, but it's completely gutted, and lots of work going on here. So they've planted some new trees. We've just pointed out earlier on there some trees that had been knocked down or blown down. Well, there's some roped off areas in there now which have got some new saplings to maintain, because if they don't have the trees here, then these are actually dunes that they're planted on, and they will just get blown away. So they need something to create the stability. It's always good to have more trees. So these sorts of pine trees are not very well rooted, so they do, in storms, quite often fall down. I think this is one that has fallen down, is it? Just over there you can see one behind there. It's all lying on its side. Doesn't look as though it could have been down for too long, because it's still very green at the top. Just stop here and swing around. This is the big roundabout here. Lots of places. This is where the life and soul of Santa Ponsa is at the moment, around this area and up towards the shops up there. New place that we haven't been to yet, across the other side of the road there, is Harry's Bar, and got lots of friends who've been and told us how good it is. Not on my diet at the moment, unfortunately. But, I'm sure
Restaurants are off your diet.
restaurants have got a temporary stay of not getting me in there. And well, it's a little bit of a challenge now. I doubt I'm going to get the beach body that Ash says I might try and get, but I might try and lose. I might lose a few kilos, and that's the aim really, just to lose a few kilos, particularly as we go up towards the summer. So if I can lose a kilo here and a kilo there, I'll be very happy.
A few more than that.
I know I need to lose a lot, but it's I think it should be done more of a steady progress rather than a sudden loss. Across here?
Yes.
In the shade on this side. Puts us out of the sun a bit. So this is the watering hole, and well, I'm not sure what's going on with the watering hole, what's going to happen. So as soon as I do know, I'll let you know. And back. Tobaccos always tend to be open. And this is now the souvenir shop. It used to be a restaurant, but looks like they've got a lot of work going on in there as well. And this is the car park. So we've had a nice walk around Santa Ponsa. We're going back to the car. Anita's going to get her nails done now. Yeah?
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.